Good afternoon. So yes, there's going to be a lot of content. So, Joey, since you want to have a conflict of interest and threaten Josiah, I'm going to kill you, Josiah, if your mom found out. Well, guess what? Didn't you make a wish that Liliana was not my biological daughter, but she is? You failed to put your parents' lineage on Liliana's Rosebud Lakota application. They don't get recognition. Liliana is still my child, still enrolled with Lakota Nation. As far as my brother, Clayton One Star Jr., and my sister, Raven Babes Thompson, Margaret, you both have betrayed the Lakota Nation with your lies, gossip, heresy, and slander. You have discredited with your offenses of our chief Orville Looking Horse. You have globally disrespected him. You have made it very clear to UN nations that Orville Looking Horse should not be respected. Your disrespect is far more than what your conscious mind can comprehend. And it was my dear sister Babes, Raven, Margaret Thompson, that has started a war with our Shichanguma Lakota because we don't have the same father. I am an only child of my two parents, but they have children with other people. My dear baby sister, you knew of Grandma Eddie's hush money. That hush money is now being inventoried. And for my Lakeson, British Columbia, Canada family, yes, I had IIM account land and money account statements mailed to Grandma Eddie's prior to her death and prior to Grandpa Cal's death. This is what's being investigated. And for anybody that has a problem with my education interest, subject and topic, and saying that I'm a part of an occult, no, it's my education interest that I paid for. And for everybody that has discredited me because of my subjective account at Consolidated Community Credit Union, the same bank account where Grandma Eddie had an account. I opened mine 2 years after her account was closed. So as to say that I am guilty of stealing stuff, no, I'm not the one that steals anything. I am saving this information because I have to audit it and report to Washington, D.C. If your greed allowed you to mistreat and abuse me and the children because of civil conflict and tribal conflict of jurisdiction, I'm not going to tolerate that. My dear baby sister, Babes, knew about this hush money of the illegal harvesting of the sexual energy of me and my children and human and child trafficking to Saudi Arabia. Baby sister, what deal did you make with my teacher? Was it my teacher or was it somebody else? As far as Joey Camacho getting mad at Josiah, everything that you have done with this death contract, you guys are now officially and have been official treason and terrorism, not only of Saudi Arabia, but the UN, the Lakota Nation, and the United States, because Josiah is now in the Navy for the United States military. For intertribal conflicts that have gained real estate, auto, or some of Bitcoin crypto payment. And as far as my current apartment complex, Rockwood Station Apartments, for the residents, it was your subjective conscious will that allowed you to participate in this, which means Home Forward is not accountable. But who is accountable is the manager's office, because somebody in manager took a financial bribe payment to violate my privacy. And that is against the U.S. constitutional rights, regardless of my contract with the apartment complex and with Home Forward. Therefore, if you try to evict me or try to do any legal activity against me, I am still within my rights. You have violated my rights, which means that the attorneys will be on my side in favor, because I have not harmed anybody in this apartment complex or threatened them. But with Shawna White participation in the occult, and the abuse of my children. She compromises her own parental rights as a mother, as I have already reported her to Washington State with the CPS investigation of 2025. So those that were paid in the apartment complex community by Wahoo Elisha BigBack, Justine Bautista, or even my brother Clayton One Star Jr., that participated with these offenses, holy judgment is on the way. If you think that you're going to delay the FBI investigation or any justice system of a bad favor by threatening any justice person in the investigation, the sacred, the holy, and the divine has already grounded with its judgment with karma.